Okay, can you hear us if we're talking from the live stream? Anyone in the group chat says yes, we're good to go.
You're going to need to have the lapel mic to talk. So this is the talking conch. Only the person who's holding the conch can talk.
Easy. Go for gold.
Well, seamless transition into starting. Absolutely flawless. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. By far, that'll be the unsmoothest thing we'll do this entire show. Fingers crossed. Hello, all. My name is Peanut. As you can tell, I'm not Chili Bin. This is not Rumpire. Excuse me. In the theatre. Yeah, I'm still on. We are the new managers and 2IC of the main theatres. That is now the smoothest thing we'll do this entire time. I'd like to thank every one of the enforcers that are coming back to the main theatres, who have still got trust that we are running it right. Welcome back. We are lovely to have you here. We even made an agenda for this one. How good. Because I know that I will go over the top. We'll introduce the team's newbies. So, who is brand new to PAX? One.
First show, first time enforcing.
Just you. Well done. Today, you are branded newbie. By tomorrow, you'll be commemorated as straight into the group. That means, can I get a hand up of all our veterans? Beautiful. Is there any veterans that have come from a different area of the show? Welcome, welcome. These two, I think, are going to be spectacular additions. Oh my God, that's such a bigger screen.
I know. For anyone who doesn't know, that's Mini Goob.
Sensible golf claps are the best kind of claps, thank you. I'd like to also introduce the fact that we have new supervisors taking the spot that Maddie and I were holding last year, and that is Seath Lord and Meki. As they were last year with us, it is the same for it is now. They are the go-tos on the floor. They will screen questions from deputies. I'll go through quickly the hierarchy. So enforcers, all our general enforcers, you will go straight up to your deputy. If you've got questions and queries you need to escalate, that goes up to your deputy. Don't sit there and go to the Discord and start pinging for lieutenant straight off the bat because you think there's a problem. Just check with your deputy first. They are the ones that can screen it to go forward from there. If you are a deputy, you want to escalate it again, you're going to go up to the supervisors. The supervisors will then screen it to make sure. Deputies, do not panic and go to the Discord and start screaming on there. You should obviously know what to do. Our supervisors will work out what needs to go to us or what needs to go straight to other channels and other ways to go. If there is an absolute emergency, though, just grab anyone you can. Yes, there's always that as well. In this show, we've obviously got a limited time, so I'm not going to cover off everything that will be covered off at the next meeting. I'll let them cover it off because they will do a much better job than I. I will give that to Meki and Seath to introduce themselves.
Oh, heck, it's Mac. What am I doing?
Camera again.
What do you want to know? Meki, supervisor, started in Bandland, RIP. And then I moved to Wombat for 5 years and helped develop the queue system and the overflow system for that. So
Wombat itself is such a beast of a theatre. It has got tight turnarounds, it's got a tight space. It is an absolute just maze to deal with. If you've got questions about Wombat that you're not too sure about, especially if you're a deputy and you want to get inside knowledge, Meki is the absolute pinnacle of information.
And guests.
And guests. Something I've always wanted to say, Meki is one of the best, if not, he is the best, I think, of spotting problems within the theatre spaces and being able to escalate them accordingly. Things like cosplayers being harassed, it is a real thing and it will happen for all of us. We will see it. Meki is someone that can find that sort of stuff, bring it to light, and she's able to have those tough conversations with attendees if she needs to, or knows when to ping LTs. This is vital stuff for us. And it's something I'll cover a little bit later on, but something that if you can learn something from Meki this year, that is it.
Swap.
Microphone for ants.
It is,
Yeah, so I also started in Bandland many, many years ago. I think this is my 8th or 9th PAX now. And then, moved over to Quokka a few years ago and main theatres last year. So I do this sort of thing, moving lots of people around in my day-to-day job, so it's something that kind of comes naturally to me. I'm very much the duck on the water, so nice and calm on the outside, but inside my legs, because that's what people look to when they look to leadership. You need to have that calm exterior. So nothing's going to phase me. You can come to me with anything, and I'll just go, yep, cool, no worry, and I'll deal with it that way. So yeah, that's how I kind of operate.
And that was exactly what I was going to lead into. Last year, Seath had a cosplay theatre that was running way over time. It was killing us, the fact that we had stage still getting things prepared. We were having queue spaces overloading. We had spare board running in. We had enforcers coming from left, right, and centre. Seath was getting questions non-stop, and the entire time looked like he was having a afternoon lunch. It was incredible. And afterwards, he came up to me and said, like, done.
It didn't help. I quit smoking 2 weeks before PAX last year.
And still nailed it.
I've still quit, but not a good time to quit smoking. But we filled this theatre in about 15 minutes, every seat. So it can be done. So, you know, and it will happen again this year. We've got some big panels in here this year, so it's going to be fun.
Thank you, Seath. There's something you can learn from him, is that calm under pressure. When we are the face to attendees, we don't want to look at them and go, yeah, what do you want? Yeah, sure, okay, yeah, drop me up there. I know, help it that way. Take it easy. Take a second, take control of it, and just say, cool, yeah, I'm under the pump at the moment, but I will call someone over and they can give you a hand. That's all we have to do. And we'll go into that even more later on.
Hi, I'm Matasaurus. 2IC this year, managing with Peanut. Hi, everyone. Hi for the people watching at home. It's true. I'm here to introduce you to our deputies and our wonderful crew that you guys should all have seen in the Discords currently. Could you pan the camera over to our deputies?
Cameraman, wake up. Switch on.
So
Hang on, I've lost them. They're not quick.
we're going to start with main theatres. Main theatre afternoon, we have Dracula. Up the back, give us a wave. Main theatre evening, we've got Jim Bob coming in, new deputy this year. Welcome. We then have for Wombat morning, Sneaky Hobbit. Welcome. We have afternoons, Domkus. We have evenings for Wombat, Alakutu. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Quokka morning, we have Compressor. We have afternoons, Aquatic Archie. And then we have for Quokka evening, the man, the myth, Quasi Boy. And we all, person I have missed, guy behind the camera, Brockness, for main theatre mornings. Easy. Between every single one of these people that you see that we've already introduced and ourselves, we have a breadth of knowledge and experience for crossed.
I think I calculated we have more like 100 years of experience if we combined everything,
Yeah.
which equates to 48 days.
Yeah.
But between us all, we have a lot of days up our sleeves.
Yeah. So for those who are new, those who are returning, those who want to step into new positions in the future, every single one of these people and humans can help you. We have so much knowledge, so much experience. Use it, ask questions, please.
Speaking about knowledge, experience, and persons, Mark is here.
What is a Mark? Mark is our back of house guru. So main theatre employs Mark. He's not an enforcer, he's an honorary enforcer. He's come to every show that I know of, and he works in the US as well for PAX. He is our guy who helps set lights, cameras, stage, everything, make sure our streams are going. If Mark asks you anything, do it.
I was going to say question it, but... Another coffee?
Mark is also joined in main theatre by 3 other incredible individuals who are back of house crew. They are in part of our enforcers, but they are going to be behind the scenes.
We've got a cat woo there for back of house.
We don't see an Echo or Gillian yet.
No. X was in the chat. He's
In
there.
the chat, hey, he's here.
Gillian had something else here.
He did.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair.
That's why we've made this live streamable.
If you don't already know, main theatres have a mantra, and it's live by the handbook. If everything that we do is in a thing called a handbook, is our guide, is our resource, and explains everything that we do. If you haven't read it before the show starts, read it.
Thank you, Mark.
We know it's a 16-page document. It now comes with diagrams. Yeah, if you have a question about how we do things, how we run things,
Let's see.
you might hear from your deputies, it's in the handbook. Please read it.
Thank you. And the handbook is obviously available in the Discord still, where we had it before.
$1.99 US.
Cheapest chips. It's a wealth of information. So we're not going to cover everything that was in the brief. However, there's a few things that I think I take of the 10 years of experience of enforcing, things that I like to pass on. It is the number one for me is good hygiene. Good hygiene. Let's make a pact with each other now that I won't have to have the conversation with anyone here, and they won't have to have the conversation with me, that I say, hey, you don't smell the greatest. That's an awkward conversation. It's an awkward conversation for me. It's an awkward conversation for you. It's even awkwarder for the person that had to smell you in the lift getting out of the green room. Please, 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 after your shift, find time to have a 7-minute shower, 5-minute shower. Find a waterfall. I don't mind. Just make sure that you are clean for your shift, please. We will be up and down these stairs many, many times, and you will sweat. If you need antiperspirant, if you need roll-on deodorant, tell me. I will get you some. Hell, I'll apply it for you if you need it. As long as we don't have to have that conversation of me saying, hey, people are upset because they happen to be near you, that doesn't do what we need to do, because one of our rules is that we serve the attendees. That is our main job here. We are here for the attendees. And for people that are new, you probably don't know this, but we have the power to change people's entire lives within this one theatre. Our little zone, we have the ability to make or break the show for someone. There might be a situation where they walk away and say, hey, I had the best time at PAX. I talked to a man in a yellow shirt, talked to a woman in a yellow shirt, I talked to a person in a yellow shirt, and they gave me feelings of being seen or heard. They made me feel safe. I was scared. They helped me out. Those are important feelings that people will feel forever. And you have that ability to do so. So something I want you to remember is that is one of our jobs is we are serving the attendees. If you see someone not sure where they're going, you can see it on their face, someone going, help them out. Or if you don't know the answer, grab someone else that can. That is so vital for what we do. We're not in it for the swag. PAX is great for giving out free things. We are not here to try and run to the front of a line somewhere and grab swag. We have had panelists who have wanted to give out things like posters, which we will have this year. We are not going to grab them for ourselves. And if that's disappointing, I understand, but that is part of what we do. That one thing that you take from that group is something that a person that's attending won't get to have. And that's an experience, again, that's going to go back to them and say, it was really cool, but I really wanted to post that, but I couldn't get it. And then we find out that an enforcer had 10 of them in their bag. If that happens, I will also have an awkward conversation about you not coming back. It sucks, but that's how it is. We are nice to everyone. It's another rule of PAX. That makes pretty much explanatory from the serving attendees. We are nice to everyone. I myself have been spit in the face. We made a mistake. We had a bad load in. I got spat on. My response? Thank you, please, all the way down. Once again, that sucks. You should never be treated like that. If it happens, I want you to escalate immediately straight to a deputy or myself, and I will take care of the situation properly. However, do not engage. Do not sit there and have a fight with them. There's going to be a lot of situations where you're going to want to do it. Just don't. Don't engage it. Just walk away. You are entitled to do so. We do not yell, we project. So I just went up there with a couple octaves. For those who haven't done it before, yelling comes from here. Where are you? It doesn't help. It makes everyone scared around me. Projecting comes from the stomach, is where I can throw my voice far away. I am sorry for everyone who's online. That would have sucked. That is part of what we do, though. We have got thousands of people. And if you believe that your voice is going to get to them from over here, or if you scream at them, they're going to understand, no way. Projecting is just a way that we can communicate with a lot of people at the very same time. You'll get used to it the more you use your voice with it. We take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. This is obviously in the last of my list, but I think it's one of the most important parts. You do not put the air mask on someone else before you put it on you. Exactly the same scenario. You need to make sure that you're okay. Then you can help other people. That means eating properly, taking the proper breaks when you're given them, drinking water when you can, looking after yourself so that you're able to get through the show. This is an absolute huge slog of a couple of days. You want to make sure that you are marathoning this, not speed running it.
Hi. On the back of that, we've done this, as we said, many times before. We also know how to use people's strengths, even if you yourself think it's a weakness. Regardless of what you have, what you're going through, if you're experiencing something, we're here to talk to you, we're here to support you, and we're able to do that. We just need you guys to have a bit of conversation with us. Be open. Sometimes it's really hard, but you'd be amazed what we can do and how we can put you in a position that's going to benefit you and make you have the best experience enforcing out there on the floor. Yeah? Awesome. As enforcers, a couple of really quick rules that we've got to go through. When you're on shift, you're working. Yeah? I don't want to remind people to be off your phones unless you're actively showing an attendee this content schedule.
Oh, there's an app for that.
Yeah, there is an app for that.
It's a new app this year.
Yeah.
It's not the same one as last year.
Please. Yellow shirt on. We're putting our best foot forward. We're servicing the attendees, yeah? Follow the 5 pillars of PAX. He just went through them. Follow them. When you're off shift, when you're on shift, just because you have a enforcee badge or a yellow shirt doesn't give you special privileges. You don't get to skip lines. You don't get to go in the front of a queue. You don't get to reserve a seat. You don't get to go out the front of merch and buy special stuff. This acts when you're off shift and on shift the same as attendees. Yeah? You can't save seats for friends. No smoking, no vaping.
While in the shirt. This is still in the shirt.
Whilst visible with enforcer gear on. If you're at the pub and you've got an enforcer jacket on, you're still representing our brand. You're still representing the entire workforce and what we stand for, yeah? If I see you at Boat Builders, General Assembly, Munich Hall, and you're doing something that doesn't follow what the enforcers stand for, you'll get a tap on the shoulder and a please stop. And a gentle reminder. If I have to remind you the second and third time, it's going to be a much worse conversation.
Sorry, quick question. Can I be wearing a PAX enforcer jacket, like my spray jacket, out at the pub?
I think that's on a forum post. That's going to be answered by the Q&A.
That was a good one to have. Don't wear PAX enforcer stuff. It's off-brand stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing with brands at all.
Until it's Monday or Tuesday, save it. Yeah. When you're when you're on your break, it's why in the post and the guide I asked, bring a spare shirt, bring a spare jacket. To and from shift during the show, chuck something over the top, jumper, something, cover up, go enjoy the show, yeah? When you're on shift, you're on shift. When you're not on shift, please go enjoy the show. There is so much to see.
Or rest.
There's so much to do. Rest.
Or shower.
have a thing. No, but switch off, yeah? New people, old people understand. We don't black shift. We have enough people in our department to flex. Flexing is something that you've read in the handbook. It's our inner departmental way of making sure if Quokka is doing a load-in, they've got enough people, borrowed from Main Theatre and Wombat, to load in that whole theatre. We don't need extra enforcers coming out and jumping in. Please don't. Yeah?
Can you quickly raise up your purple badge, please, Pennygoon? This is on your next one, buddy.
Yep. This is an enforcer badge. This is a PAX badge. It's at the bottom of it has purple background and a white text that says all. They're the people that work for PAX. They're the people who run the show, who are official RX staff, photographers. If they are asking something of you, please follow through. Yeah, as best as we can. Same as if Mark, same of if RX, they wouldn't be asking if they didn't need something urgently or a hand. They're all good to go. Yep. You'll also hear throughout some shows we say, look, no one's allowed in this panel, no one's allowed in this pre-show, except all access.
Just reminded me of the. Not for anyone in that time. Like one of the founders of PAX, I'm like, man, he said you can't come in. Sorry.
He did, I loved him for it. Okay. One other thing. We are exclusively one of the few things. Every single show that we have in every single theatre is live streamed. Yay! It means when we're in the theatre, we're also not sitting down slouching on our phones because it's live streamed. Yeah? If you're uncomfortable with being on live stream for whatever reason, you might have personal reasons that you don't want to be on international live streamed content, let us know, yeah? We have positions outside of theatres. You don't have to be in the theatres. In saying that, we also do have, as the nature of the show, content creators who love to live stream their entire lives or their entire time here. As enforcers, again, because we're representing all enforcers, please politely decline being on live streams. Hey, sorry, I'm in the middle of my shift. I'm not allowed to be on stream. Polite, don't mean to be dismissive, acknowledge that they're there, move on, yeah? Please and thank you. This is not a choice whether you like being on stream or not. This is about enforcers as a whole. Obviously, if we have an all access badge who says, hey, can I take a photo of you? Because they're the official RX team. That's when we go, yes, that's a personal choice then. You can say no. You can say no. It's a personal choice if someone wants to take a photo of you and they have an all access badge if you say yes or no. That's fine. Any questions on that? Straightforward, all clear, all understood. Awesome.
Cool. That's all the rule stuff out of the way. Let's go back to the fun stuff. Process including medical of the load-ins of the theatres. So we've already done a little bit of it now. We've had that load-in experience. So what we obviously do is we have shoots out the front of the theatres. You'll see it in the handbook. You'll see it out the front. You'll see all the tapes up. What we're going to be doing is bringing people from outside into the theatres. We want to be doing it quickly. We want to be doing it safely. Safely first, quickly second. Probably at the same time. Let's merge them together. We're going to make sure that we bring people from out there into here. We're going to be using the blockers that we did before where we say blockers block. If you're inside the theatre, you'll have your positions. Make sure you're projecting for people to come down and say, hey, all the way down here, please. Part of that live streaming part is the fact that these front rows need to be filled because there's nothing worse on the live stream if we've got gaps at the front and it looks really, really, really empty. It doesn't look like we've filled a show. Unless we've got hundreds of people up this way, we've got 1,000 people and then nothing there. It kind of looks like that. Also for the talent themselves, has anyone been on stage before? Yeah, how much far of the stage can you see? And how debilitating do you feel when you couldn't fill the first 6 rows? Pretty bad. Pretty bad if you'll open the doors and you can't see anyone beyond that. You could fill all the way up here. They're not going to see it. So for us to give them an experience as well, we need to fill the front of it. That means we do not save spots in the theatre. They will ask you, attendees will say, like, oh, my friend's going to the toilet. You can give them 5, but say, hey, the theatre's probably going to cap out here. We're going to need to bring people in. If you want to wait for your friend, hop back out and you can come back in later. Yo. Everything from me down is where you can stream from. You can see people in stream where Maddie is. But you at Lime won't be able to see that. It's just me. That's just for you. So I want to make sure that we're just getting people politely, but with authority, the fact that we want them to sit closer in. No one wants to sit like that with each other, but we are going to ask them that they do so. It is vitally important. Please make sure that we're not leaving gaps in the theatres. Deputies will be, if I'm watching stuff and I come through, I'll check the fronts. Deputies will be say like, hey, whoever was in the positions at the front didn't fill the theatre properly. Can we get them redone again? It just says we'll get it right through this show. Friday's always our hardest year. And then we get better and better. So I'm going to hope that we can really, really tighten up and make sure we get the best experience straight off the bat. Our second part of loading theatres is that some people will have a medical badge. How does that go for the live stream? Yeah, looks good. Blue one there. Medical badges are available at the front desk for anyone who asks for it. We do not question if they have validity for needing one. If someone has a medical badge, that doesn't give them the option to come to the show early, get like extra access. Thank you. Cool. That doesn't give them access to anything early. What that does means that they can sit on the couches. So Wombat has an area, Main has an area, and Quokka has an area. So we will keep the medical badges. You'll be assigned a spot and said, can you please load medical? I'm going to do a video very shortly now that I have access to all the doors, and I will show how we load a medical load in. We've got a couple of different questions with them. If they can take stairs, we can do the stairs or elevators. We're now going to go through the positions inside the theatre. So, inside the theatre, how's the stream looking for down there? You're not going to really see this, are you, streamers? A little bit? Okay. I'm going to get them to position 1. Position 1 right there. This is usually where we have a medical loaders. Will come in here first. Load in. Position 2. Position 2 at the other end of position 1. Fancy that. Position 3. And position 4. Awesome. It's hard to see for the streamers, I understand, but you can just see a little bit. What's going to happen is it's a sort of a round robin. You're going to get pushed all the way down. People are going to get like guided by the enforcers all the way down to the bottom. Position 5. Position 6. Position 7. And our special position 8. Now, position 8 is a bit of an extra one. Position 8 is where we have a bit of a flow channeler. They're also the one that gives the heads up to the people outside that we are ready to load. So as people are coming in, position 8 will sit there and say, come down this way. And we're feeding into our positions 1 side. Or they'll deviate to this side. We'll go to the position 7, which will be guided all the way down the theatre. Will we always have 8 people in the theatre? Probably not. We will be probably short-staffed sometimes. We will take some positions off. Deputies will manage that as they go. This is the prime example of how we can load a theatre in 7 minutes' time with this model here. What we'll do is we'll take some spots out once we know we don't have enough people, or if we can't get spare boarders in to help with the blocking at the front. Quokka has a reduced amount of this, and Wombat has an even lesser amount, judging on the shift times. But this is the model, and this is the basic theory of it. You want to get your attendees, our nice tasty attendees, to come through the door all the way down the front. You want to feel as though you're giving them the option of nothing else but to follow our instructions. That is basically it. Once people get the mentality that they are having to go down, they will follow that mentality to go down. So it'll make it a lot easier.
Can we do real quick? Crazy come through? Thank you. Ella, can you say that you are good to have people come through?
That's the change that happens. Once you feel like you've got a bit of control down there, it's starting to... I'm going to show that right now. So part of it is when I'm sitting down here and I see that, look, we're starting to run it pretty good. I'll give the double thumbs up. Don't give one of these. Don't get one of these. It has to be the double thumbs up. Because I've had a problem where I myself have looked at it and someone went, you all good? And I went, yeah. And then a chute came at me. And I was like, no. It's too late. We've shot the chute. We've got to go for it. So big double thumbs up. And that'll chain it from there. I'll send it to the front. Number 8 will be the one that passes it on to the deputy who'll be loading the front outside and goes, cool, I understand that I can load it all the way in.
What is something? Real quick. Thank you. Something that we haven't covered before.
Come home now. Thank you.
I'm not ready for people to come to me means I've got too many people that are backed up. I've got too many people lined up trying to get into a seat for me to fill. So I want to move the people to the other spot, to the other aisle, to keep the flow moving really smoothly. We don't want people lined up or backed up on stairs as much as possible. That can mean that whoever's in position 8 is sending groups of 10, groups of 10, groups of 10, groups of 10, groups of 10. It breaks it up, makes the flow better, and it allows our positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be loading people in at a much smoother pace. If you're good to go and you're like, I've got no one coming, go. Good to go.
Beautiful. Alrighty, I think that is it of all the stuff we've got. Have we got questions in the gallery? I'll start this side.
Are we doing, is there wristbands happening?
There is wristbands happening, so we do have some over 15 plus, which will be the fact that we've got to look for wristbands to put on people. We're going to probably put a note out in the Discord because it's a lot easier than explaining it here. But if someone looks like they are under the age of... Someone does look like they're under the age.
They're playing with the phone.
Yeah, not good enough, is it? On shift. Yeah, so if they look like they're under the age of 15, they need to be accompanied by someone with a R18 wristband or an adult. If there is a child on their own, please escalate it to the deputy. Do not leave the child, please. They're very not sure. If we've got a parent who's looking for their child, same thing. Parent cannot leave. They must stay with you and escalate straight to your deputy, please. We will be handing out some wristbands, but I'll go through more on the Discord for that one.
Ooh, something that we tapped on. Our theatre is not a daycare. If you're in the theatre, you still have to be accompanied, if they're a minor, with their guardian. Their guardian doesn't get to leave.
Yeah. Yes?
Do media badges grant special access or special...
They do not. No. Media badges do not grant any special privileges. They are media, and that is it. So they can come in. They can go to the front if they like to set up some cameras and stuff if they can, if they've got the media badge for it. Otherwise, no special treatment. Where do you go to start your shift? So if you are starting your shift in main theatre, the best thing you can do is meet your deputy out front of the door 7 for main theatre. If you're in Wombat, you'll go all the way down to the end, and it's door 5 for Wombat, and then Quokka at door 9. Deputy will be at the front. They will meet you there, and then they will walk you down to the green room. And that's something we haven't talked about, is the green room. That's a really important part. We are lucky enough to have a green room. It used to be the hide your things behind the couch, which sucked. We now have a green room we can put things in. However, that green room can be taken away from us really quickly if we don't look after it. So under no circumstances are enforcers to find their way down there. You can't just hop on with an MSEC staff and go down, I need to go to the green room and get a trip down there. You must be accompanied by a supervisor, by a deputy. Thank you, 10 minutes out. Deputy, supervisor, or one of the managers. If you're late for your shift, please text them on the Discord to say, hey, I'm running late, and then they will organise someone to come meet you and move you down there as well.
Treat the green room as treat the green room as a storage facility, not as a room. It's a locker, not a room.
Yep. So what was it? For your shift, yes. Yes. So we're going to just put our stuff in there, grab our stuff, change to shirt, then come back up. Any questions on the green room? Does that make sense?
When you guys are heading to the green room too,
Super duper quiet.
guests are using the green rooms in there as well, and the amount of times I've had guests be like, you guys are
If you are heading to the green room,
people flying
please be quiet.
jet lagged who might be taking an opportunity to eat, cool down, calm down, and then you guys are having a loud, inappropriate conversation walking past their door.
No, no.
Alright.
Any more questions?
Just the one with the seating.
Yes.
If there's a group that came in really early but prefer to sit like further back, are they allowed, or you just?
Accommodate as best we can.
So the
I
question
always,
is-
so question is, if we have a group of people, 10, 8, 6, and they prefer to sit at the back, if they want to sit up the very back, sure. Encourage them as politely as we can to go down to the front, as best we can. Welcome to sit at the back, but I do really highly recommend down the front's an awesome spot to sit as well.
The other leeway for that is people with prams or parents. I found sometimes they want to be up the back because they're worried about their kids interrupting or their kids getting bored and they have to leave. In those instances, it's a little bit like, yeah, okay. Yeah. There is mobility accessory slots available up the back. If they prefer to be up the back, there is safer areas for them to be seated and positioned.
Great question.
You had a question?
Yeah, absolutely. So, sorry, where's the Quacker Theatre going to starting tomorrow?
Quokka Theatre is our theatre on our far side over this way. Always start your shift outside your theatre.
I'll be doing another video for that one as well. I'll do a quick this is the
Yep.
Quokka Theatre.
You would have seen your beautiful deputy. They will be standing out front at the start of your shift. Congregate around them, and that's how you're going to start your shift every day.
Any other questions?
That's also how you're going to finish your shift. Do not leave your shift without saying goodbye and clocking off from your deputy. It is an OC health and safety issue. We have to know that you're on shift or that you're not on shift, please. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any other queries, concerns, feedback? No? I guess all from that is we are about to embark on 3 days of absolute excitement, exhilaration, anxiety. We're going to have people through. Your social battery is going to deplete to the absolute minimum, so please take care of yourself. I am looking forward to this year, spending it all with you and all the attendees. And, as always, are we ready to PAX?
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't say we're ready to go to a funeral. I said, are we ready to PAX? That is so much better. Thank you, everyone. We're going to clear out of the theatre for now, and then those who wish to stay for the Q&A can stay for the come back in for the Q&A.
Next one, can I just sit here?
We four are. Yeah, because we're technically on shift and we've been asked to load the theatre.
All right, thank you, everyone. If you have more questions during the show, ask your deputy, chuck it in the questions. If you have a question, someone else is going to have the same question.
Thank you, everyone.